Since December 2024, clear night skies over East London have consistently revealed structured aerial phenomena. What appear to be stars, satellites, or passing aircraft are under magnification, something far more extraordinary. Captured in 4K with a precision 60mm optical lens, these luminous objects reveal UAP structures, geometric morphologies, and dynamic motion. The February 3, 2025 sighting is one of many recorded events tracking persistent UAP activity. On any clear night, these objects are visible to the naked eye as stationary, bright points arranged in clusters across the sky. The Simulated Moon UAP, the primary UAP, and other UAPs were present from dusk until dawn. These short recordings were constrained by cold conditions and the difficulty of tracking high-speed morphing and cloaking targets under optical zoom. Frame-by-frame analysis using artificial intelligence enabled detailed examination of movement, morphology, and light behavior, unveiling structured aerial behavior hidden in plain sight, revealed only through precision zoom and AI-assisted analysis. At 1917 UTC on February 3, 2025, during one of several recorded observation sessions that night, an extraordinary plasma-structured UAP sequence was captured. From the onset of the video, a triangular alignment is visible in the sky. The crescent moon to the upper left, a luminous orb to the upper right, and a much brighter, low-positioned orb near the center bottom of the frame. The object near the bottom center is selected for tracking due to its intensity, clarity, and apparent proximity. Video frame analysis reveals an anomaly. The moon is not the moon at all, but a plasma-structured UAP, simulating lunar appearance through directed plasma emissions. As a commercial airliner descends along London's flight corridor, a sudden transformation occurs near the simulated moon. Unseen by the naked eye, later frame-by-frame analysis reveals a brief morphing event, where the crescent shape flashes into a distinct seven-sided polygonal structure. Lunar astronomical data confirms that the moon had set well before the 1917 UTC UAP sighting, having risen at 9:27 UTC, so the object seen could not have been the real moon. Primary UAP observation full sequence, initial lock-on. The camera focuses on a luminous orb, initially faint, distant, and positioned to the lower right of what appeared to be the moon. It holds steady, gradually brightening. Filmed at an estimated distance of 20 kilometers, the object exhibits an apparent diameter ranging from 100 to 175 meters. Polygonal geometry and ring expansion. As optical zoom increases, the object reveals a seven-sided polygonal structure with a pale golden glow. The surface exhibits subtle light modulation, as if energy circulates beneath a translucent shell. The UAP hovers with unnatural steadiness, unaffected by atmospheric jitter. The object rapidly expands, forming concentric rings. The core pulses with a soft gold-white hue, bordered by glowing blue edges. The field briefly contracts, then expands again, cycling through fluid phases. Veining emergence. Thin plasma veining emerges, initially faint, then pulsing in a vascular pattern across the surface. The lines move independently of the primary shape, suggesting complex energy flow. The seven-sided shape is still observable but partially distorted. The UAP enters a vivid state, fully expanded, veined, and luminous. Then, the veins fade. The structure enlarges dramatically, becoming smooth and light gold in hue with visible ridge patterns. It cloaks entirely at full expansion, edge pulsing and brightening. Flashes of lateral motion ripple across the object's outer edge, resembling synchronized wave-like energy bursts. Brightening intensifies in specific areas, especially along the upper and left flanks, cycling rhythmically. In multiple instances, the UAP contracts sharply into a compact, intensely bright core. During these moments, surface details vanish, replaced by a brilliant, overexposed center, possibly indicating extreme contraction or luminosity shielding. The structure then expands again, revealing ringed symmetry and veining. Throughout, the perimeter flickers with controlled motion while the core remains magnetically stable, a distinctive pattern of dynamic edge activity surrounding a central luminous mass. Cloaking activation and emergence of geometric structure. The object initiates a cloaking process. Its brightness dims, but internal structure remains sharply defined, Luminous veining and geometric surface markings persist beneath a subdued glow. The UAP displays a high-contrast, triangular geometric signature embedded in the central left portion of its body. This bright white triangle remains stable across consecutive frames and stands out sharply against the darker, rainbow-fringed plasma field. The triangle's clarity, repetition, and symmetry support the hypothesis of internal structure, symbolic encoding, or intelligent patterning embedded within the UAP's design. Color spectrum emergence and morphogenic shift. Color modulation is evident. A subtle spectrum emerges, soft blue and violet tones fringe the lower and left edges. Orange-gold glows along its surface. Pulses of white light accentuate interior motion. These color shifts suggest energetic boundary layers or modulated plasma behavior. Morphologically, the object flexes. Its shape flattens, compresses, then elongates into a smoother, elliptical form. This motion appears intentional, not chaotic, indicating a controlled morphogenic phase. At several points, the UAP condenses into a bright, stellar core, briefly overexposing the center of the frame before re-expanding into its structured form. These transitions may represent energy buildup or spatial realignment before motion. The primary UAP initiates a sudden, high-velocity maneuver, dropping diagonally while elongating and shifting laterally in under 2 seconds. It flips sharply from vertical to horizontal without slowing, then reverses course. The shape stretches and compresses with each change in direction, before reaching an estimated 57.8 kilometers per second at 20 kilometers range. Orb contraction. The UAP contracts tightly into a brilliant orb, sharpening into a near-perfect circle. Brightness intensifies while motion steadies, producing a condensed star-like signature. Subtle shifts in scale and light reveal controlled stabilization following its high-velocity displacement. Veining emergence. Veining spreads across the UAP's surface in sweeping paths. At first broad and faint, the channels darken and extend, cutting across the body with disciplined symmetry. Their presence defines the structure, giving depth and internal organization to the luminous form. Expansion and contraction. During contraction phases, the veins converge sharply toward the core, their contrast peaking as the surrounding halo dims. In expansion, they branch outward in sweeping arcs, reaching the edges before dissolving into turbulence. This cycle creates a breathing cadence, compressing, releasing, and reforming. Dynamic reorganization. The veining reorganizes constantly, dissolving in one area while igniting in another. Energy pathways shift and adapt in real time, flexing and redirecting without collapse. The impression is one of fluid intelligence, a structure actively regulating itself. Architectural lattice at peak intensity, the veining forms a lattice of remarkable precision. Channels interlock into geometric grids while others branch in ordered arcs. The effect is architectural, a living blueprint etched across the UAP's body. Its symmetry and coherence suggest deliberate design, as though the UAP is intelligently regulating its own pathways moment by moment. The lattice shimmers with depth, some lines appearing recessed while others glow more brightly, giving the impression of layered geometry woven together in 3 dimensions: cloaking and expansion. The UAP accelerates, cloaks, and expands in a sudden surge, its structure vanishing in a soft, luminous field. Coinciding with a key phase in the primary UAP's evolution, a second object briefly appears, initiating the companion UAP sequence, which recurs at critical transformation points throughout the event. The companion UAP is a smaller, plasma-structured object estimated to be 20-50 meters in diameter. It is not visible to the naked eye and can only be detected in frame-by-frame video capture when positioned in front of the illuminated plasma field of the primary UAP. It does not appear independently against the night sky. Each of its 3 appearances lasts for only a fraction of a second, approximately 20 to 30 frames, too brief for real-time detection, requiring still frame sequences to observe. It consistently emerges in the lower left quadrant of the frame, maintaining a steady angular scale and proximity to the primary. It is self-luminous, exhibits no motion blur, and shows subtle pulsation before fading. In zoom-enhanced and contrast-processed frames, the companion UAP reveals a distinct 6-8-sided geometric form, reinforcing its artificial, organized structure. Its appearances coincide precisely with the primary UAP's major transformation phases: plasma veining, disk and ring morphogenesis, and spiral expansion. This tightly coupled timing suggests a coordinated role, possibly for stabilization, tracking, or interaction within the plasma event. Throughout the sequence, the companion UAP displays no drift, turbulence, or ballistic trajectory, reinforcing its behavior as deliberate and intelligent.